Why is India obsessed by your sexuality? Easy.
Well, for some reason, as I said, the word conjecture is a word I use very often on my talk show. Well, that is because when people don't have final answers, they tend to kind of, browse around the topic always. And so have I. And but in the book, I've said what I've felt the need to, and I've said it in a way that I felt I needed to express it. And there's really nothing more to say. So I think that every answer anyone's looking for is in the book.
Where a person comes up to you, his wife is with him, and he walks up to you and says to you, "So, are you a homo?"
Yeah.
And your response is, "Why? Are you interested?" And I thought that was just fabulous. That's, the aplomb and the tight slap that probably the man warranted.
Well, it was it was what came out, like literally it just came out very because I thought it was an exceptionally inappropriate thing. And the wife was clicking a photograph of mine while he was asking me this question, and he asked me, patting me on my back. It wasn't just a car; it was an over-familiar pat, like as if I had like we had dinner last night, and he decided to ask me this question early in the morning. But sometimes you just wonder whether people just don't have the sensitivity or the decency, or to sometimes use language to ask a question that may not come across inappropriate. There are various ways.
1 true love and I think 3.5 failed relationships. You've spoken about it with a great deal of some amount of regret but compassion, empathy about why they didn't work out.
Well, they were not any relationships. They were mostly unrequited love situations, which is great fodder for a filmmaker, not so great for a personal life. I suppose that comes from your sense of indulgence and over-expectation. Sometimes you tend to expect from quarters that won't deliver, and that invariably happens when and that's what I call indulgence. Is like if I had a pragmatic approach to love, which is not possible with me, I would possibly have been in a long-standing relationship, but I've always desired what I know I can't have.
When KJo, who you now don't have the same relationship with any longer, but maybe you will in future, I thought that was very generous of her and very smart of her to think of that. You were young, you were nervous, she was a huge star, and she says, just come out there and shout at me.
Yeah,
and
it's true. It's what happened. It's what's in the book, as are many other things. KJo, I think enough has been said about recently, especially when excerpts of the book have been out. So I don't want to say any more about the fact that we have great history, and I want to remember just the history that we've shared. This is a moment in that history of nearly 25 years of a friendship. And sometimes chapters end, books end, relationships end.
You talk about when you hugged Shah Rukh at Deepika's party, and suddenly whatever tension there may have been melted away. That one hug, there was so much love that was exchanged, and it was all eliminated.
I think there are ups and downs in so many relationships, but with Shah Rukh, it's there is deep love. There's no other way of communicating the respect and love that I have for him. And I believe that ours will be a dynamic, and ours will be a relationship, and ours will be a connect that will be forever. It's only because my love for him has only grown over the last 2 decades. My love for his family has been so constant and consistent. And the fact that I think that their home is like a home for me in this city means a lot to me and my mother. My love for him is beyond work. My love for him and his family is beyond what he and I do professionally. It really is now a soul connect.
I think he's a very sensitive boy. That's what the book could have been called. And it's a personal experience because I have the inability to express my feelings. I have oversensitivity issues. I am complexed and damaged. But I realize that the only person apart from my family now who can give me the space or figure out how I'm feeling has been only Karan. He can make out that Bhai is angry, Bhai is sad, can't say this to Bhai. And it's not just me. I've seen him being sensitive to everybody around, from the youngest of people, his team of Student of the Year, to the eldest of them all. And he can understand what is happening in your heart, what is happening in your soul. He's an extremely, extremely wonderfully gifted, sensitive person.